Well, guess who's back? Eddie of Eddie's Reef Aquaria. There was a long issue why I've actually have taken so long to shoot a video. The Nuvo 40, it created a leak and I lost everything. I lost all the corals except 3 fish, which I transferred them to this beauty. What happened in between that, and besides I have other hobbies, but what I'm going to do on this new series, new build, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with the genesis of any reef. What is it? Aquascaping. So this video is going to be on aquascaping, the techniques that I used, and I hope you enjoy the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. So let's go into the video and check it out. Hold on. Okay, so here we are in front of the tank. Of course, as you're noticing, the aquascape is already in, the tank is actually cycled, but for all purposes, this video is strictly only on the aquascaping. My next video will be actually on the cycling. So now, when you look at the tank as a whole, just concentrating on the aquascape, create a vision. What type of corals am I going to keep? You know, what fish? You know, and not always try to satisfy you. You know, what I'm saying by that is, oh no, because, you know, I like caves, or I want the aquascape to go all the way to the top, etc. No. Always think first of the animals. What type of corals you're going to keep? What fish are, you know, do you need sand? Can you get away with bare bottom? Are you going to get wrasses, you know, that they usually will go under the sand, etc., etc. Are you going to get fish that are actually cave dwellers? Or when it comes to corals, are you going to get corals like sun coral and all that need caves that grow upside down? All those things you have to consider it. That's what I mean, create a vision. Always make sure that at least you have 3 inches on the sides. Always at least 3 inches on the side for cleaning purposes. And also never put your aquascape all the way to the back. There's a reason for it. And the reason being, of course, water flow. You want the water to flow all around the tank to get rid of detritus building up on the back or dead spots. Although in this one, I'll be getting 2 MP40s. But for now, since it's already cycled and I'm going to wait another 8 weeks, once I get those MP40s, you have to make sure that there's water current also on the back. And not only targeting the rocks for future corals or the front. So, but now it's more than enough because I got an oversized pump on the system anyway. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the tank. But before, in reference to the question, what rocks did I use? Well, obviously by all of you looking at, I did decide to go with Marco rocks. Now what I'm going to do is I have a pointer and I'm going to go to the tank and I'm going to tell you the different spots, how I actually glued him and how did I bring him over here to the actual tank. So let's go over there and I'll walk you through it. Okay, first of all, as I mentioned, you should keep at least 3 inches from the side, this side or the other side. That's for cleaning purposes. In this case, of course, I have a flipper magnet. That's more than enough. And then, of course, on the front, more than enough space. And on the back, never go all the way to the back. Okay, now how and what type of rocks did I use? Well, of course, like I mentioned, Marco rocks. But what I did is I bought at BRS, I bought a whole box of Marco rocks. I think it was like 50 pounds. The rule of thumb is to always buy more than what you're going to need. So you can go ahead and break them and demolish them and put them together, which I actually did here. But we'll get to that. But then I went to Top Shelf Aquatics and I got some base rocks. Matter of fact, I got 4 of them. There's one here that you can see, one in the back. Those were glued. I also got another base rock, and another one on the back. So they created, like, shall we say, like a U on each side. Now on top of that, I went ahead and I also, not only did I get the base rocks, but I got some shelf rocks, which, as you notice, they're beautiful. I got quite a few of these. This is also a shelf rock. And then these that you see here are the ones that I got from Bulk Supply, which is just, you know, small, medium, and large rocks. Okay, now these, when I brought it over here, actually, I had glued this one and this one. And over here, the same thing, I had glued just this one. This didn't exist. But one thing that I suggest to all of you, which is what I always do, is do research. Not only do you have to do research, but look at other videos, look at other setups. And the ones that you like, which in this situation, I liked one video that I saw. I mean, the tank was much bigger than this. They use an arc where you can put like plating, SPS, etc. One of them, I saw that they filled this with some green star polyps. All this, it actually accumulated. It looked beautiful. So what did I do? Well, I looked. Like I said before, creative vision. Look, stare at it. Walk away from it. Wait another day, 2 days, check. So these are actually two pieces from the regular Marco rocks. I went outside on my patio, I used a hammer, chisel, and I started to break them apart, and I kind of joined them. And I said, okay, this is what I like. So I joined them here with glue from Two Little Fishes and the Instaset. I waited a while, like I showed you guys the demonstration, hard as a rock. Then I came over here, and not only did I use Two Little Fishes coral glue, but I also, in this case, I used the putty. You can see it here. Putty here and putty here. Now, another thing that I used is, if I saw, like looking through the sides or something, if I saw that there was an area, you know, once I brought the rocks here, that really I should reinforce it with putty, I went ahead and did that. Like back here, I mean, these that I'm going to tell you can't see it, but back here, okay, it's grabbed with putty. Also back here, and also back over here, and right under this rock on the back. Now, $6 million question, Eddie, how did you bring this? Well, what I did is, when I was building this, of course, one thing that I advise is take pictures as you go along. So I would take pictures and I would look and look and look. And so what I did is, I went ahead and some of these I actually glued. Like this piece of rock and this one, which are the regular Marco rocks, this shelf rock, I went ahead and glued it. This one I didn't, nor did I glue this one. But this one down here, I glued it to the base rocks. So that's how I brought this over. I went ahead, I brought it over. This one, it was just a rock, you know, it wasn't glued to anything, nor was this one here. These are like pedestals. I brought these two pieces, these, with a base rock. I put these, then I started. Then I got this, of course, looking at the pictures that I had taken, went ahead and I placed this. I glued it with glue and with Instaset here, here. Then, of course, this one. This one, I grabbed it here. Over there, as you see that little pedestal coming out, that's natural from the rock. I went ahead and glued that one also with Instaset, and I reinforced it on the back. So now I'm up to here. Here, I went ahead, I placed the shelf rock, again, glued it here, glued it on this rock. Then the big shelf rock, this one, I just laid it down, put some glue and Instaset were the points of contact, like here, here, and like over here. Then I went ahead and I created this. I put this, and well, these were all outside done with the the two little fishy glue and the Instaset. These actually, okay, these two were with Instaset, and of course, and the glue, and this one. So I looked and looked, and at the beginning when I brought it over, this was missing. But again, I know I repeat a lot, but that's the way that I talk, and to educate it, and so people can actually pick up on it. So I looked, like I said before, at a couple of times, and said, wait a minute, this kind of looked bared, because I really didn't want to go too high. Oh, and the rule of thumb, something that I forgot to tell you, is when it comes to the modern way of aquascaping, what you do now is you go about halfway. So halfway, in my case, if you notice the complete picture of the tank, it'd be around here and there. But I kind of, you know, and when I saw that video, a couple of videos with this arc, I went ahead, I glued an Instaset this, I shaped it, and then I glued it, like I said before, you know, with the putty. I hope you enjoyed it, found it educational and fun. The next video I'll be shooting will be on the cycling process, what actually happened and how long it took. So until next time, as I say, happy reefing. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Bye-bye.